Inspiration is important to the arts. We create things by being inspired by other things, and our creation inspires other people to do the same. It is a beautiful cycle, and video games are no exception to this. But I don't want to talk about how single games will create entire genres just from their cult of inspiration alone. I want to talk about how video games can inspire, influence, and motivate our day-to-day lives to make us go beyond our routine and, contrary to popular belief, live just a little bit more. Many of us have social anxiety, among which I stand nervously beside. It can influence our everyday decision making from where to eat to planning any event. For some, the feeling never really goes away. We just learn to bolster our willpower and toughen it out. And yet, this fear could still manage to control us, compelling us to stay isolated, away from the discomfort, alone in our happy place. Opportunities for going out, trying new things, and seeing more of the world are lost in a sea of negative thoughts. I bring up this necessary tangent because there exists something of a solution. There now exist opportunities to live beyond our capabilities. Even without social anxiety, the inability to perform certain actions is something we all face in our lives. So let's talk about Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. It's mostly a visual novel with built-in game mechanics and contains beautiful pixel art. The premise is simple. You are a bartender in a cyberpunk world filled with bright colors and strange technology. The game itself is mostly conversations. You talk with customers, friends, and coworkers, and in between beats you craft cocktails and mix drinks. The game is very well designed, sometimes relying on your intuition as a bartender to guess which drink would most please your client. But what's interesting are the conversations. Simple, casual, and sometimes friendly. They are something most of us always want. Here they are in a video game. No stress, no discomfort, no anxiety. Yet conversations feel so hard to come by in our lives, especially with anxiety. It's no surprise that strangers naturally avoid conversation, and we become so immersed in our routine that sudden comments or introductions from other people leave us confused and dismissive. Yet here is this video game, showing us that despite all of the conformity around us, it is possible to break the monotony, and it is beautiful. Someone with social anxiety who plays this visual novel is suddenly able to experience what was previously unattainable. Conversations. And now let's take this a step even further. In much the same way the socially anxious can experience conversation, so too can the coward experience combat. The lazy experience achievement. The talentless experience technical prowess. The inexperienced experience the experience. Video games provide these windows for opportunity because they are simplified and require no prior experience. You don't need to be forklift certified to play Forklift Simulator. And yet, if we ever wanted to try it all out, become forklift certified for example, the opportunity of video games provides us with a glimpse of what it's like to achieve our dreams, an idea on how to start, and a motivation to see it through. Walk into the bar, sit on the stool, order a drink, and talk about whatever nonsense is on your mind. That is what Valhalla shows us. That is the advice that I followed, and that is how I was able to circumnavigate social anxiety to finally enjoy conversation. Video games inspire us to go beyond our comfort zones, maybe even more so than any other art medium. By introducing a concept or activity at its most simple version, we're able to see the joys such an action has to offer without obsessing over the pain, the work, the doubt, the mundanity, or the impossibility of such an activity. Video games place us directly into these situations firsthand, such that we experience the moment instead of watching it happen somewhere else. As a result, we become more motivated to seek out our fantasies, which can inspire us to go beyond our comfort zones and achieve things we would not otherwise find. Video games inspire us to go beyond, to live a little bit more.